Do you know what today is? It's my Lockiversary. Lockiversary. Hi Loc Loves, my name is Nia. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel we talk about locks, self-care, and positive vibes. If you're interested in that, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love for you to stay around. Also, if you're looking for more frequent updates from me and you want to look at pictures and see like the entire progression of my lock journey, please head over to Instagram at still.niabia and check me out over there. Yeah. Also, I almost forgot to tell you guys, I am wearing my Pretty Locked shirt, and this is the shirt that I created. This was the first one that was in my mind. This is the one that I liked the most. That's not our best seller, actually. Actually, the Locked and Unbothered shirts are the ones that you guys have bought the most of, but I am in love with this shirt. If you like this design, I have multiple other designs on my website, and we just added sweatshirts, so I'm really excited about that. I have not received my samples yet for the sweatshirts, and so as you guys know, anytime where I'm waiting for samples to come in and I haven't had a sample yet to bring forth to you guys and show you, I'm going to give you a discount. So if you use the discount FALL, you will receive free shipping on any of your orders until October 31st. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want a Pretty Locked shirt or a Pretty Locked hoodie or a long sleeve tee or a bag or a mug, go click the link in my bio to get you one. Alrighty, moving forward. Do you know what today is? It's my Lockiversary. Lockiversary. Alright guys, so I am officially 3 years locked. I don't know exactly when the exact day, but I do know that it was early October, and so I know that my first picture with my Sisterlocks, which is this one, I put on Instagram mid-October-ish, and I actually had that picture in my phone for a while. I had to get comfortable with seeing myself like that first. I took the picture right after I got my locks, but I didn't post the picture until like a couple weeks after I already had my locks, because I had to just look at it and then come to terms with my new locks before I posted it. And so I posted that picture on, I think, like October 12th. I'm pretty sure by this time in 2017 I had my locks, and so I thought I'd come on here and do a full rundown of my journey, the good, the bad, and the really, really, really ugly. Oh, and I guess before we get started, I know a lot of you guys like seeing my hair up close, so I will just show you it. We'll start in the front, and then I guess the front isn't that exciting. Never mind. We're going to the back. So, I'll try to show you guys like the grid. I really hope I'm in focus. Okay, let's get into it. So I said I was going to tell you guys about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Something that I thought about before making this video was, should I not make this video until I retighten my hair? Because the front is like probably like 3 weeks post retightening, and the back hasn't been retightened for maybe like over a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. But then I thought, you know what? Let me show my followers or my subscribers what my hair looks like when it's at its worst. So you guys know, like, if you want Sisterlocks, here's what they could look like whenever they've gone unmaintained for a while. And so I thought that I would start off with the ugly and then we'll get to the positive. I know a lot of times people want to know when it comes to making decisions about their hair, okay, well, what's the worst that could happen? And so we'll start with that. We're also going to talk about my hair goals and a couple of things that I have really learned throughout my journey that I think could be beneficial for anybody starting a lock journey. So here we go. We're getting into the ugly. When it comes to the ugly, I have combined 2 locks on accident. That was not on purpose. I have been doing self-retightening for a little bit over a year now. Take that back. So I started self-retightening over a year now, but then I found somebody to retighten my hair, and she was helping me do it. And then the thing that happened in the world that happened around March happened, and she stopped retightening my hair, and I haven't gone back since. And now we're in October, so I've been maintaining it all throughout that time. And so the first time I messed up, that was when I had I'd stopped going to my certified loctician because we had like a little disagreement. Actually, it wasn't a disagreement because I didn't even talk to her about it. I just felt like something happened that made me uncomfortable, so I just stopped going. And so I'll show you the first one that I combined, and actually, I'm actually happy that the first one was combined now. I can see I have about this much interlocked with them together now, and there's like the 2-headed dragon at the bottom, and the part that's interlocked actually looks really nice. It's not too big. I'm not into a super uniform look, but actually this one, because the locks that were combined were super duper small, they fit right in. So I'm going to show you guys it. Okay, y'all, I just spent like 10 minutes trying to find this lock. That's how well it blends in with the other locks. So here it is. It's right there on the edges. And so I was actually really worried about it when I combined it, because I just thought, the edges are locks that people can see really easily. They don't necessarily blend right in. But as you can see, this little lock was going to get really, really small. And it was unintentionally combined. I did not combine it on purpose, but I am so happy that it actually is combined. As soon as my locks get like maybe to here, I'll cut the little 2-headed dragon off. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me because I really can't tell that it's there. But if you look at it next to other locks that I have, it's not very much bigger than the other ones. So not too concerned about that, but I do have one in the back that I just combined, and I can't get it out. I haven't gone and went ahead and interlocked it all the way through yet because I thought maybe I would be able to get it out. It's looking like I can't. So I'm going to turn around and show you that. You know what? It is really hard for me to turn around and get this filmed, and I don't want to bother my husband right now to help me film this. So this is the one in the back. I have it twisted down right now, so this is actually not the way it's going to look once I start interlocking it. But as you can see, it's all the way back here. It's on the nape of my hair, and I just combined these two, and they're not coming apart, so I'm going to start interlocking those down. So that is that one. Okay, next with the ugly. I have one lock that is thinning really bad. I think now because I am interlocking it correctly, and I have kind of gained some techniques on how to catch hair, loose hair that has come out of the lock, it is starting to thicken back up. And so maybe that once I get enough of the lock that is thicker, I can just go ahead and cut off the thin spot. But I will show you guys it right now. Interlocking on your own is no joke, y'all, which is why I do say that if I could go back and do it all over again, I do think I would have got my locks big enough to where if I wanted to palm roll, I could. So there it is right there. As you can see, it gets super thin, but I can't really show you guys because it's all the way back in my head. Let me see. Towards the base, I can feel it now. I'm starting to correct that mistake. Oh, is it? It's getting a little bit thicker now. And so I do think that pretty soon I will just cut off the thinning part, or if it breaks, it's fine, because the base of the lock that I have now is a lot thicker. I'm learning how to maintain my locks in a way that's healthier. But that is pretty much as ugly as it gets. So that's a total of 5 locks. Every other lock, I think I'm maintaining. I've done a really good job maintaining them. But yeah, that's the ugly. I wanted to be really transparent with you guys and show you guys what I've done. Interlocking on your own is definitely not easy. It's definitely something that I wish I could have had more support on learning. When it comes to like taking a class, I guess I just felt really uncomfortable with paying that amount of money and then possibly being able to learn the same amount of things from YouTube. So what I did is I just watched YouTube. All right, now on to the bad. There's really only one thing in my bad category, or I'll put two. The first thing is I definitely damaged my hair a little bit in the front with all the hair dye I decided to do. I have a video up on my channel about everything I learned from dyeing my hair 4 times. Dye my locks 4 times. I will leave it in the description box below in case you're interested. Yeah, I dyed my locks 4 times. Do I regret it? No. It was fun. It was a look. I'm going to continue to dye my hair jet black, probably forever. But there are some locks in the front that have not fully locked on the bottom, and that's fine. I don't really care. But just in case you guys wanted to know, I did that. And then one more thing with the bad, and if you guys watch my channel, you know that I don't feel uncomfortable by just admitting the fact that I would like for my hair to grow long. And so, yeah, I thought my hair would be longer than this. And that's just what it is. I thought it would be longer than this at the 3-year mark, especially because I started off with quite a bit of length. But I did not know that locks shrink up a lot. So locks shrink up a ton when they are solidifying in the lock. And so my locks shrunk up a lot. And then also my hair just grows slower, and that's just what it is. And I'm okay with that. I will say that from year 2 to 3, I saw the greatest amount of growth in length. I'll try to put up pictures. So here is my hair like at the beginning of year 2, and then here's it now. I'll put up a picture of the back of my hair so you can kind of see the length. It has grown quite a bit between year 2 to year 3. So I'm hoping that I see a similar amount of growth this year from 3 to 4. Yeah. So I guess we're on to the good now. All right. So the first thing is I just absolutely love my locks. I will never be a loose natural again unless like something happens and for some reason I have to cut off my locks. Then I will just grow my hair out long enough till I can get them to the point where I can start locks again. I love locks. I am locked into this for life. I absolutely love them. I love the way they look. I just feel like my face looks better with hair going downward than as opposed to like out. That's just me. I do have a little bit more weight on your girl's face right now. That quarantine weight has gone right to my face and my tatas. I love my locks. I love how they look on me. I love the versatility and the hair freedom. Now, I talked about everything that I go with retightening. Ooh, I need a drink for that one. Retightenings are a pain. It just is what it is. It was even a pain for me to honestly go to the shop. I did enjoy something like the Black woman camaraderie. Going to the shop was something that I loved to do as a child. Me and my mom went every 2 weeks. And so I did like having those vibes again, but it did seem like it always fell in an inconvenient time. Like if it was a Saturday, I would try to get as early as I could, like the earliest appointment, so that my Saturday was open. But like if I had my appointment at like 12:30, well then shit. Now I pretty much have blown up my Saturday because this is going to take some hours. Now my certified loctician who did my hair, she got it done within like 2 hours. And the other person who I went to, which I love her, she did an amazing job and she's super sweet and it was a lot less expensive. It took her like 4 or 5 hours sometimes to do my hair. And so if I went at like noon, the Saturday was done. Unless I wanted to like go out at night, but Saturday was done. So, but there's still, even with that, there's so much more hair freedom that I experience with locks as opposed to my loose natural hair. My loose natural hair, y'all, I am 4C. I'm as 4C as a mother freaking gets. So, I love having 4C hair. There's nothing wrong with 4C hair, But for me to have my hair look in a way that made me feel most confident, me feel most comfortable, it took a lot of work. I don't want to say that 4C hair is more work. I don't think that that is true. I think it can be more work depending on how you want to wear your hair. So, with that said, depending on how the way that I wanted my hair to look, 4C hair was a lot of work for me. So, anywho, I am so obsessed with the look of my locks. I love them. I feel like my hair has gotten really, really full. That's another part of the good list. If you guys, my ponytail is thick. Like, it is, let me see. This is how big around my ponytail is. And that doesn't even have the front part of my head in. If I was to put all of my hair in a ponytail, it would be probably the around like this thick. And I never thought that my hair would be like that. But I guess that's just the beauty of locks. Instead of your hair shedding out, it sheds into the lock and your hair just gets thicker and thicker. And I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with the thickness of my hair. I even like how big it is because it's also growing down. Now, I told you guys that I just like for my hair to grow downward, but I also, because it's growing downward, I also like the fullness that it can get when it's super big as well. So that is definitely on the good list. Also, even with the retightenings, your girl is spending a lot less money. I'm just going to keep it 100. I know people talk a lot about how much Sisterlocks cost, but when I account for all the product I used to buy and like protective styling, I'm saving so much money. So right now I'm retightening my own hair. And then, so that's taken off the table. And all I'm really doing is washing it and putting very minimal moisturizing products. And what I mean by moisturizing products, I mean like a spray bottle with freaking oil in it. So, I mean, I am not spending very much money at all, which is absolutely great for me right now. That's a very big plus, and that's definitely in the good category. So what am I wanting for my hair now? We talked about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to where I am now in year tress of my hair being locked. So when it comes to my goals, I'm going to talk about these in terms of like short-term goals and long-term goals. Obviously, my long-term goal, my short-term and long-term goal is to have healthy hair. You guys know that I've struggled quite a bit with my scalp, but now I'm in the place where my scalp does feel it's clean. I'm not experiencing a lot of flaking and dandruff. I want to maintain a healthy scalp because that is the base of my hair. I have a little video. I believe I do have a video on my channel with me talking through what you need to do to maintain a healthy scalp. And one of my big things when it came to maintaining a healthy scalp, just to let you guys know, that I didn't know about was thoroughly cleansing my scalp. I would wash my hair, but I wouldn't make sure that I got down into the scalp, because once you thoroughly cleanse your scalp, then you need to thoroughly moisturize your scalp. And so I was just focusing on the moisture, but not really getting in there and breaking up any dandruff and grime that's sitting on top of my scalp. I know that sounds gross. Yeah, this Sauvignon Blanc is kicking in. All right, so yeah, I want healthy hair, and I want to maintain my grid as much as possible. That's another goal. Now, do I need my grid to be like perfect? No, I don't. Just keeping it 100. I'm not really big on the grid, but I know the purpose of the grid now. I used to just think like, why do people like to have these little squares in their head? But a lot of times when it comes to the grid, it's about the foundation of your locks. I want the foundation of my locks to be stable and to be strong so that my locks can grow long and healthy. So I'm going to try my best to maintain my grid as much as possible, especially in the front. So in the front, I do think a grid can be very beneficial when it comes to parting. Like I can part my hair anywhere and I have a straight part. So I definitely don't want to freak up any of my locks up here anymore so that I no longer could have these straight parts, because it is very beneficial. Oh, I messed up. It is very beneficial when you are doing stuff like braiding styles and stuff like that to have straight parts. So that is definitely a goal of mine. And then lastly, I cannot forget my length goals. I am not going to make any short-term length goals. I don't have any any clear-cut short-term length goals, because I do think that if I have short-term length goals, that it is just going to have me being disappointed. I don't want to make any short-term length goals, but I do have a long-term length goal. And it is probably about 18 inches, between 18 to 20 inches. I definitely remember loving my hair the most when I got weaves back in the day, when they were between 18 and 20 inches. And I have a video for you guys. This is a newly 21 Nia walking through walking through a liquor section. Shout out to my best friend Chandler for filming this. So in this video, I am walking through a liquor store and I have a very cute curly weave. And I love just where this curly weave sat on me. So I'm hoping my all-term length goal, like my long goal, like, you know, end game, is to have my hair, even when I put it in a curly style, be at the length that it is in this video. I just think that that's the perfect length of hair on me. Once it gets longer than that, I can't see myself maintaining it much longer than that. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that I will be able to maintain my hair super long, down like past my butt, like waist length. I know that that's like a big goal for a lot of people. They want waist length hair. I don't want waist length hair. I want hair about to here, and that'll be good for me. So yeah, this is the conclusion of my 3-year lock journey video. If you guys have any questions at all, please link them in the description section. I am so happy to continue on this journey. It has taught me so much. It has helped me in so many ways. Having locks has truly helped me learn to just love myself and who I am in the most natural state possible. Because I was not comfortable, to be frank, I was not comfortable wearing my natural hair out without doing anything to it at all. I feel like in the morning times, my morning was focused on making myself look different than how I appeared, like just waking up. But now I feel completely comfortable just waking up and getting on Instagram and talking, or just waking up, or even being on YouTube like this, wearing very minimal makeup, where you can see my acne scars. I don't know how having locks did this, or maybe it is me approaching 30. I'm 28 now, and I'm just like, it is who it is. I mean, it is what it is. I am Nia. This is me. I love my locks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. If you made it to the end of this video, which I'm sure has been a super long video, drop some stars in the comment section so I know that you made it to the end. Peace and blessings, guys. Bye.